Hey guys, this is B Harper from supermarcy.com. As most of you are probably aware, I have been attempting to do Halloween horror films with LGBT subtext. And let me tell you, it's been difficult. It's been difficult to find films that deal effectively with homosexuality in general. As some of you may have noticed, a couple of my reviews have been based on vampire films, namely because when it comes to vampires, you tend to cover a broad spectrum of sexuality. But I tried to keep it as, shall we say, balanced as possible in terms of the genre. And again, it has been difficult. It's been hard to look for very quality films that are sincere and deal with homosexuality in a proactive light. Not making homosexual characters, the token stock or anything like that. I've been looking for films that try to offer substance. And it's been a challenge. So, although I know I haven't covered multiple LGBT horror films, I've mainly been focusing on the ones that I feel have a place, at least, in the pantheon. That brings me to the point of making this video. I think it's a terrible thing that we have to dig deep in order to search for a quality gay horror film. Now, when I say a gay horror film, I'm not referring to strictly sexuality, like sex in the film, I should say. When I was trying to investigate further into this, I wanted to find films that dealt with these characters as whole human beings, not just, their gaze towards their objects of desire. And guys, we need to change this. We need to make horror films that have more of a lens on the LGBT genre. I'm not talking about, getting hot men and hot women to go naked and have lesbian or gay sex scenes. I'm talking about films that have gay characters in central roles who play an integral part to the movie and are not just there to be expendable cannon fodder. I don't know why we don't have more of these films. Well, maybe, okay, I think I know why. It's probably because people aren't ready for it. People say that it's just not right. Well, okay, what's right in the world? Okay, is starving orphans, is war, is famine, is, constant threats of terrorism supposed to be right? And you're worried about homosexuality being wrong? I don't get it. Horror is meant to be a reflection and observation of society. It's meant to present an unflinching and, at times, exaggerated point of view of what the world is going through. The world and its people. You have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you don't need an analytical point of view in order to get to you the meaning of the movie. For one thing, it was about, finally, a female protagonist who doesn't need the benefit of a man to help her through. It also dealt with, horror being in your backyard rather than horror being the other. There are so many films out there that reflect these things, that reflect anxieties, points of view. It offers commentary. And yet, there's not enough really good, quality gay horror films. And as I said, we have to change this. It's not going to be an easy process, considering how, LGBT is commonly viewed in society, but it's not impossible. And the best way to start is with you. With you out there. How can you do this? Well, for one thing, you can be an advocate. You can be an advocate for gay rights. You can be an advocate to, put this stuff into the main light and show it's not unnatural. It's not, not right. This I don't know whether or not you know this, but gay people are people too, you know? And you know what? These films shouldn't be too hard to come across, but they are. And that's why I feel the need to tell you this. Why I feel that we should all band together and try to find a way to get quality films that deal with this made. Whatever, you know, outcry comes your way, take it, you know, as a tap on the nose, as nothing more. People who aren't ready for this, they just don't get the point. They are unable to look outside of the small box they live in order to see the grander picture. Horror, and films in general, is art. And what is art? Art is for everybody. Art is something for you to look at, to analyze, to take in, and decide whether or not you want it. With LGBT horror films, homosexuality is a part of our culture. Whether your Westboro Baptist Church neighbour likes it or not. So, for those of you out there, I urge you to try and make a point, make a stand for this. Because horror is something to be enjoyed by everybody. Movies are to be enjoyed by everybody, not just like one orientation or like one aspect of society. We need to change this. We need to do something, and we need to do it soon. Anyway, that got a little bit away from me. I do apologise. But look, let's try and change things around. Let's try and shake it up a bit. You know, the horror is like the best opportunity to do something like this. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Let's go out there and, you know, change the status quo and make the pool larger for everybody to dive in and enjoy. I guess I'll see you later. I'm sorry, I don't have any sort of like good conclusions to give you, but I hope in one way or another my words have, you know, resonated. If you wish to listen to me, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. I'm not an expert on the subject, but give it a go. That's all you need to do. I'll see you later. Bye bye.